Alright, so we got a new customer with a new house, first house. Doesn't know what the HVAC is, so we're gonna find it. You know, we gotta start with the gas, make sure the gas bill paid. The access hole is small, so I think it's a package unit. Alright, so this inducer motor is buzzing super loud and I can't hear a thing. So pretty much what I'm showing you is just that the motor is locked up. It's seized up on itself so it can't spin. It should spin freely, nice and lubricated, and as you can see it is not spinning at all. So we need to replace this motor. Alright, we got the old one out. Just gotta bust this little noodle looking thing off. Put the new gasket up there. You can see the little hamster wheel on the inside. So I rusted out. That's the new one. Just gonna sit on like that with a little noodle on top, and we Gucci. Right, look at that. Struggling. Got the new one in. Gotta turn it on. Notice how that bottom jet started, and a few seconds later the top jet started. That burner jet right there is pretty much just coated with rust, which prevents the flame to migrate up. And after a while, it actually just cooked it out, and then it fired off on its own. So during maintenance, we take those out, clean the burner jets, and make sure it will pass the flame clearly. I used to drive past these all the time, think no mind of it, and now I see money. Yoink that, don't mind if I do. Alright, so this is a gas pack, which is pretty much the same as a furnace that you have in the attic or the garage. And these things work on a sequence. So like a series circuit. So if one thing don't work, the whole thing don't work. So this is number one, your exhaust motor. Think of it like the muffler of your car. It sucks on this tube, it sucks on this switch. This switch closes. And after this switch closes, the gas kicks on and the igniter starts, depending on if you have a glow fly or a spark igniter. And then after it starts, flame sensor senses the flame, tells the furnace that it's on. And after the furnace gets up to temperature, the fan motor kicks on and you got heat. If one of these don't work, the whole thing is going to shut down. And furnaces are very high maintenance, so you want to get these serviced. Or a simple service call can cost you a little bit of money. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to test that flame sensor right there, which is the last thing before the furnace starts. You see the furnace started, just kick off. Because I don't got the wire connected. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a connection with my meter. Pretty much it's coming out. Coming in the red, coming out the black, and I should get a number here. So that's a pretty strong signal right there. So there's a small electrical current that goes through this rod that goes to the circuit board over here, and it tells the furnace that it's actually on. And then after it proves that it's on, the fan motor kicks on, you got heat blowing out the vents. That's a very common service call as well as that. And this tube getting clogged up with rust and dust. Yeah. Alright, last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check the blower motor. This is the fan that actually pushes air through your house. I don't know if you can see that, but she's shaking like a mug. She's shaking like a stripper. Let's see. Why are you shaking? Oh, I see why you're shaking. You got a whole bunch of stuff on you. something in here eating and chewing. That's insulation from the inside of the ductwork. This fan is similar to that fan over there. It looks like a little hamster wheel. Look at the insulation on it. Oh yeah, the fan blade's covered in insulation, so it's throwing off the balance. It's like a dirty ceiling fan. Damn. Gotta clean that off. Alright, gotta scoop all this out. A little fan motor on the bottom, actually. There's two sides of this fan motor, or two sides of this wheel. So think of a bunch of cups like this in line, shaped like a, just like this, like a hamster wheel. And there's a whole bunch of them. And when those cups get full of crap, it can't throw air properly, which will slow down the cooling, slow down the heat, cause overheating, freezing, all that other stuff. Airflow is everything. So you got to make sure this is clean. This isn't part of the bill for the day. I did recommend a maintenance. So this got the express clean. I ain't pulled this fan motor out. So I'll wait for that, and then it's gonna breathe a lot better. There's something chewing up that ductwork.